What's up, guys? Crew Perfect here, and this is everything West Ham. Everything we talk about is West Ham. We're going to talk about the Man City result and the Nottingham Forest result. Normally, I would do like uh, match after match report, but not really had time. I've had the kids for the whole week, so we've been out doing family things. Been a really good week, to be fair. As you can see, I've got a bit of colour to my face. Um, but yeah, we have to start with the Man City game. Personally, I thought we played well. We're going up against who I think will probably uh, win the Premier League this season again, shall we say? So a 2-0 result against them isn't too bad. It's not. It doesn't show that we're down or out and stuff like that. But it's the Nottingham Forest game that has wound me up. So prior to going into the Nottingham Forest game, we know that Vlasic has left. Diop is left, Masuaku is left. So that's three players left there already. Yes, okay, we brought in Maxwell Cornet, who then started on the bench in that Nottingham Forest game. I don't know what it is, but Antonio, yeah, he was crying out for another striker to basically push him, to help him. Since we've got this Skamaka in, to me, I don't know if anyone else has noticed it. I don't know if I'm just trying to use him as a scapegoat. But since Skamaka's come in, he's just not worked hard at all, as if like he's already given his place to Skamaka. And if that is the case, then start Skamaka and let him start playing. Like I said, they won 1-0 Nottingham Forest. Not saying we're down and out, but it's going to be a struggle now. We've lost the first two games. Obviously, so has Man United, etc. Um, but it's just I just can't. It's the West Ham way. I half expected us to do this crap start last season. But yeah, so they scored a fluke goal. You can celebrate all you want. I mean, you got Nottingham Forest. I didn't. It's their fans. They do my bloody head in. Lingard does my head in now because of the situation and stuff like that. But yeah, so it was a fluke goal. Zuma tried to clear it. We could come off him. And another thing with Zuma, the fact those last two games, he's just not been on off the mark. He's been really slow to react to things, and it looks like he's been running very like he's got lead, whatever. It's just lead boots. He's wound me up like these last two games. Ben Rama done really well. Unlucky to not have that goal. Another poor decision from the ref. If a player's running towards you and you're purposely standing there to block him off and he goes through you, that's not a foul. We should be 1-0 up. The penalty with Declan Rice. I get it, he's captain. But he should be penalty taker. If you look at all the ratios of penalties taken, Ben Rama has never missed a penalty. So why would he not be the one taking it? It just we're just giving Declan Rice too much. Just giving them just too much. Ben Rama should have been taking that, or someone like Bowen. Again, he's got a good ratio for the whole city at the time. Well, let's move on to Bowen. He hasn't looked that good. Again, I just don't know what it is with us. I know we need to bring in more players. I don't know. It's just. I said last season, didn't I, with the Souček and Soufal thing, they just can't make 5-yard passes, and they were found out in the first two games of the season. The first two games of the season, if they're being found out in them two games, imagine how the rest of the season's going to go. It baffles me. It really does. It was just the decision making and everything in that game. It just really. I don't know. I think if judging by these two games, it's going to be a long, 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 long season. We know end of the month. We know we got Brighton next. Um, More to that in through the week. I will talk about. We know we got Viborg now, the Danish team in the Europa League. That one, it's now making me feel like we need to play our best team in order for us to know how we're meant to be playing this season, how to gel. It's just a funny one. But let's move on from that. Let's talk about more transfer news. And it's more transfer news where like I'm quite shocked at a few of these names that we're linked with, and there's been no talk about it. So we'll start with the one what's been on the main radar at the moment, which is PSG's Vilo Kura and obviously Diallo, both one for fullback, and Diallo is a centre half. If you haven't really seen PSG play in the last few years, then there we've got Kera, who is a really, really good fullback, really smart on and off the ball, which I'm still quite surprised that they're letting him go. But he's the one who's on the main radar we're talking about. Um, Again, you got the Saar and Dennis thing. I don't think we're going to go in for them now. I think they've died down a bit. I did watch their Watford's. I've watched all of Watford's games so far this season championship, and I think they've actually kind of found their level, which surprisingly enough I think they'll probably will get snapped up by January, if not by the end of the transfer window. Again, another talk again with Tyrone Mings. Yeah, he fits David Moyes' credentials. He's a tall centre half. He's 6'5". I'd say he's good in his head and he's left footed. I think that's a backward step if we go in for him, even if he is off the or it's third choice or second choice. It's just that is a backward step for me, especially after the two names that we've been linked with from Man United, which is Eric Bailly and Lindelof. There's been talk for that. There has been talk, which just like I said, it's been a bit of a weird one them about them coming in, but go for them. There's no harm in even asking for a loan deal with them. It's him. I mean, they're struggling as it is, Man United. They are struggling as it is. So maybe we'll see a little transfer there, maybe not, because there is a couple of deadweight he wants to get rid of. We know we've gone in for that Atilius Sazlai from Fenerbahce. That's died down again. And we've gone in for, you might remember from last year on our European Cup journey, Lyon's Jason Denayer. So currently he is a free transfer. But the good thing yeah, so Moyes he knows about Jason Dale from his Sunderland days, and he says he had full praise for him and he had high potential. Whether we go in for him because yes, he can play centre back, yes, he can play fullback, and yes, he can also play defensive mid. His agent has offered him to us, so it's whether we go in for him. Again, it's a free transfer. Um, but like I said, it's up to Moyes. Moisey is smart when it comes to his transfer, but right now we really do need depth. We do need depth. Um, we've been offered quite a few players, surprisingly, from Chelsea. Um, yeah, nuts really. We've been offered. Well, let's get the Elijah Brozier one out of the way. We got offered him. I don't know what's going on there, so we won't bother talking about that. Ruben Loftus-Cheek has been offered, but then again, he started yesterday in Tottenham's game. Whether that's just fitness reasons, whether that's just a tactic to get rid of him. Conor Gallagher, we have gone in for. Um, I think would be perfect for us. I think he would be amazing for us. Conor Gallagher. Hudson Odoi has also been offered to us. I don't think he fits that system. I personally think he's very overrated. I think he should have went to Bayern Munich at the time there he was offered 50 mil, and I don't know. I might change my opinion on it. Might have changed my opinion on it if he did that move. But to me, I don't think he's good enough in the team. I just don't think he's any better than that Sarah or Dennis. Ross Barkley offered for me. That's just depth. That's just squad player. That's a squad player there. I don't think we should offer him as much as he is on that Chelsea, but you never know. He could be a key player for us, especially with Moise and the Everton link. And then we've got Pulisic, who's been offered to us. I don't. The thing is, I don't. I haven't really thought about this Pulisic. I've never thought of him like as a player or anything. He's just never really come into my brain. But then thinking about it now, we've been offered. I'm thinking there's no reason we need that pace. We've got that Maxwell Cornet now. We've got Bo. Why not get another player? He can also play up top. I don't know. There's something about him now. Now I thought about it. I think he would fit West Ham, and I think he'd be good as a starter, good off the bench. He can play anywhere across that top bit. But Yeah. So that's the news. So that it is a long one. Like I said, normally I do a match report after everyone, but I've managed to put two in there. So yeah, you know the deal, guys. Like and share, and come on, you irons.